These are my friends, the Driesingas. They lived a relatively safe and comfortable life here in Grand Rapids. She worked as a youth pastor, and he worked as a Bible teacher.
These are my friends, the Steens. They lived a relatively comfortable life too in New Jersey. He was a Christian school teacher, she worked in the insurance industry. Both of these families had their worlds turned upside down when they began to explore God's kingdom and God's world and God's will for their lives. Each of these families left their comfortable lives and moved to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, in East Africa, to work at Haven of Peace Academy, an international Christian school that overlooks the Indian Ocean.
I'm Mark.
I'm Steve.
We also live a relatively safe and comfortable life, but we invite you to join us as we travel to Tanzania to explore God's kingdom, to explore God's world, and to discover God's will for our lives. We'll visit and partner with students and families from Tanzania at the Haven of Peace Academy School, learning from the way they live their lives, joining them for worship and service, and discovering what it means to serve with our brothers and sisters in Christ in their particular context.
We'll explore the city of Dar es Salaam, an Arabic phrase that means city of peace, learning about the work of God's kingdom there, serving God's people, and experiencing a culture and way of life far different from this in Western Michigan.
We'll explore the culture and history of Tanzania, a region that has Islamic, Hindu, and Christian influences. Tanzania was once the center of the East African slave trade, and it continues to be a crossroads of cultures today.
We will also venture out into God's world by enjoying the white sands of East African beaches, swimming in the Indian Ocean, and by going on an African safari. So, as you make your plans for winter, consider coming to Tanzania to explore God's world, explore God's kingdom, and discover God's will for your life.